Play. I've spent 2 years in this country. Everybody say well done. I'm still here. Hello Loite, hello Suzanne, good morning guys, good afternoon wherever you are. If you are new here, my name is Kausar Salam, and on this channel I document my life here in Germany. So today I'm about to tell you the culture shocks I've experienced living here. I've been here for 2 years plus now. I'm entering my third year here in Germany. I've experienced a lot, a lot. I'm not going to lie, but in this video I'll try to limit it to just 10 culture shocks. Let's see if I can do that. The first culture shock on this list is Ameldong, city registration. Why do I have to register my apartment every single time I move? You have to do this forever, literally, as long as you are in Germany, as long as you are living here, as long as you keep moving apartments, you have to register your apartment every single time. It is not like that where I come from. So this was very, very, very shocking. So the first time I experienced this was on the farm, because my first time here, I was on a farm in Germany. So when I got there, I was like, okay, I'll be living with my boss, so I do not need to register any city, any apartment. Mind you, you have to do this within, I think, 3 weeks or 18 days. You have to do it within 3. If you move to Germany today, you have to register your apartment within 3 weeks or thereabout. So I was like, okay, I'm living with my boss, so why do I need to? They said no, you have to register. They have to know that you are living with these particular people at this social time. What time did you enter Germany? What time did you register? And everything. Because you need this for your residence permits registration. Yeah, that is another thing entirely. Because without your Ameldong, without your city, they call it city registration, and it is done at the rat house. So if you don't do this, you cannot process your residence permit, especially if you are new here. Even old people, even if you are old here, even if you are not new here, you have to register your apartment forever. There's no two way about it. It's either you do it or you do it. There's no 50-50. Oh, I don't have to do it. Oh, is it compulsory? Yes, it is compulsory. You have to do it. Second culture shock. Timing. You have to termine everything. Termine means appointment, literally. You're going to a doctor, you have a question at the burgermat, you want to register a residence permit, you want to do this, you want to do that. Everything requires appointment, and they are very, very, very strict with the appointment. If you miss your appointment, you have to start all over again before you book another one. You cannot miss your appointment, literally. You have to make it a part of your calendar. If you have an appointment in 2 weeks or something, make sure it is in your calendar, because if you miss the appointment, you have to start all over again. And I'm not saying if you book appointment today, you get it the next day or something. If you need something, you have to book it now, because they can give you 2 weeks, they can give you 3 weeks waiting time, they can give you 2 weeks waiting time. If you are lucky, they'll give you 3 days waiting time. And if you are lucky, like I said, everything is just, you cannot just walk in okay, hello, good morning, I have a question, I need this, I need that. And they are very, very strict to their opening hours too. For example, the rat house I mentioned earlier, they can tell you they open from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. If you don't make it within those times, then there's nothing for you, which I really, really I rate it. I really like that, because it ensures orderliness. It ensures that people follow rules, because the anyhowness of people can be too much. Usually Africans, I'm an African, so I know what I'm saying. Our anyhowness is one kind. So this system is going to teach you orderliness. Yeah. And it's going to, and you are going to imbibe it in every aspect of your life. I really, really, really like it. Just make sure that your appointments, this thing is not a life and death situation. Simple. Thirdly, the direct communication. Germans don't sugarcoat anything. They say it as it is. I don't know if it's even if it hurts your feelings, they say it as it is. They don't mince words. They won't lie to your face. They're just direct. And sometimes you might think they are strict, but I like it, because there's no hypocrisy here. Because if you don't like something, just state it that I don't like this thing. Don't pretend that you like this thing because the person involved is in front of you. No, that doesn't make any sense. And I like that about them. They just say it. Sometimes I'm always like, is this person mad at me? Is this person angry? No, they are not mad at you. They are not angry. They're just saying things as it is. They're not patting your head. If you mess up, they're going to tell you that you mess up. If you do something bad, they will tell you that you did something bad. And I experienced a lot when I was at the farm because I try to be efficient in whatever I do. But if I make a mistake or whatever, instead of my boss saying, "Oh, you shouldn't have to do it like that," why did you do it? Why did you do it like that? Can't you see? Can't you see you're supposed to do it this way? Something. Oh my god, I'm trying my best, okay? I mean, my boss is one of the nicest people I've ever met in this country, like my boss and his wife. But they will still tell you how it is. They will still tell you if you mess up, if you fuck up, they're going to tell you that you fuck up. They're not going to pat you in the head, pat you in the shoulder. No, they don't do that here. And closely related to this is the German stare. Like the way they stare at you. You don't know if they are staring in excitement, if they are staring in wonder, if they are staring at your outfit, if they are staring at your look, if they are staring at your color. You don't know. And sometimes they're just staring. They don't have any bad intention. They don't have any bad feeling. They're just looking. They're just looking at you. It took me a while to adjust to this, but now I stare back. Like no bad feeling, no bad blood. You stare at me, I stare at you back. 50-50, no cheating. Germans are punctual. They don't waste time. Oh. There is no African time here. If your appointment is like 9 a.m., make sure you are there at 8:50 or 8:55. But don't be there at 9:05 and don't be there at 8:45 because that means you are too early. You can't be too early, you can't be too late. You have to be on time. You have to be on time. Like, you know, the way we do African time, they will tell you that a party is 5 p.m. You see Nigerians, you see Ghanaians walking in at 8 p.m., at 7 p.m. They don't do that here. If your lecturer tells you that the class is 10 a.m., best believe, like, trust me, the lecturer is already there at 9:55. Like, they do not waste time. And even if they're going to be late or something, they're going to send you a message in advance. "Oh, I can't make it at so time, and I'll be a bit late, blah blah blah." And I really like this because this is the kind of person I am. I hate it when people waste my time. I do not like it because I start getting angry. I start boiling. So I'm with them with this one, with this punctuality. I'm with them. I'm not a late comer. I'm not a late person. And even if I'm going to be late due to one thing or the other, I'm going to tell you in advance. I do not waste people's time. I never ever. You can ask my friends. I don't waste people's time, and I hate when people waste my time. So I really like this one. I'm with them. I really like this one. Like the punctuality thing. A1. When I was on the farm here, and there was a time we were supposed to clean the barn. Yeah. So my boss was like, "You have to be there at I think 12 p.m. or something, and you don't want to be late because you have to clean this chicken barn so they can bring in new chicken." So I got there like 5 minutes earlier. I was waiting. Like I prefer waiting for you than you waiting for me. But I must not wait for you for a longer period because if you come, we are going to fight. If you come very, very late, we are going to fight. So please don't waste my time. So yeah, Germans are very, very, very punctual and they keep to time. I like that about them. Now we're going to talk about my not so favorite part, the academic system. So for context here, where I come from, we have we all know that the total mark is 100 here. Where I come from, you're going to write a midterm test or a semester test, something. You're going to write a test that is 30%, so you are left with 70% here. Then 20% will be for attendance for those that go to classes regularly. So all you have to fight for now is like 50 or 60% in the exam. It is not like that here. It is straight to 100%. Whatever you do, straight to 100%. Like the exam is like over 100. Yeah, over 100, not like over 50, over 70, over whatever. No, it is over 100, and the least you can get is 50. Anything below 50, you failed. And the ranking system is from 1 to 5, 1 being the best and 5 being the lowest. If you get 1, excellent, A1. 2, good, like very good. 3, good. 4, you are closer to failure. 5, just forget about it. You are going to write the exam. There is no two way about it. But where I come from, we have like 70 to 100, 50 to 60, 40 to 50, something like that. But no, here is 1 to 5. If you see 3 in your result, just be thanking God. But if you are saying 4 or 5, there's just forget about it. You are going to write the course, okay? In addition to that, now I don't know if this is just my school thing. Why am I writing 7 courses in a semester as a master student? I'm not sure I've ever heard that before until I moved to Europe generally. Because when I was in Greece also, I think I did like 6 or 7 courses in first semester. But I totally understand that one because it was just 1 year course. But this one is like 2 years course. So why am I doing 6 courses in a single semester? Do you want to kill me? It was very, very hard for me to get used to the academic system. Like very hard to the extent that I actually failed. Yeah, I made another video on that. Like I failed 2 courses, not 1 course. Mind you, I've never failed in my life until I moved to this Germany, until I moved to this country. I failed 2 courses, but that's by the way, that's in the past now because I wrote them again and I passed because when the result came out and I saw 5, I was like, oh my god, I can't believe this. This is scheiße. This is scheiße. Oh no, my god, my brain is kaput. But that's why I can actually laugh about it now because it was not very, very, very funny there. So you have to take your academics seriously. You don't even have to go to class regularly unless the lecturer specifically state that you have to be in class at so time. You don't. I don't know. You can decide to stay in your house. No one is going to arrest you. Just make sure that you don't score less than 50 over 100 in your exam. But it makes sense to actually go to class because sometimes this lecturer will mention things in the class that you won't find in your lecture notes. Yes, that is very, very possible. So, and I'm also like a visual learner. I don't know how to explain that. Like when I see something, it sticks to my head. So sometimes when I'm in the exam or I remember, okay, this lecturer was standing at so position and he said this, he said that in the class at so time. It is totally different from reading the stuff on my own. Yeah, so the academic system, it might get pretty hard to get used to it, but don't worry, the moment you get used to it, you'll be fine. I mean, I'm already in my 5th semester now. I'm done with all exam. I'm not owing anybody exam. The only thing left for me now is my master's thesis and internship. They take internship seriously here too, and I must find an internship so I can graduate in peace. Closely related to the academic system is the student discounts. There's literally a discount for almost everything. But the moment you stop being a student, just forget about it. They are going to welcome you to the real Germany. And when I say this student discounts, I mean I'm talking about the transport, the Dutch ban. Instead of paying like 58 or 60 something euros, you pay just 38 as a student. Although they can increase it, I think they're planning to increase it next year to 43 euros, but you're still paying lesser than people that are working here, like people that are not students. There's also an app called Unidays. These Unidays, like you find different brands there that I can get discount from. So instead of paying in full, you can just use your student's email, your student login to get some discounts. No matter how small, it is something. 5% discount, 10% discount. It is something. Yeah. Even the health insurance for students now, like for example, TK, they pay 144 euros per month. If you become a full worker, if you become a full staff, if you start working, if you stop being a student, you're going to pay more. You're going to pay like 240, you're going to pay like 250, you're going to pay, you can even go up to 300. So enjoy your student life while it lasts because as soon as it ends, it is welcome to the original Germany. Okay. They don't play with rest hours or quiet time in this country. They call it Ruhezeits. They don't take it like everything has to be quiet at this particular time. And it's usually from 10 p.m. at night. Anything from 10 p.m., please don't make noise in your apartment. Don't throw loud parties in your apartment or else they'll call police to come and arrest you. It has happened before. It has happened before where I live. They were having a party, they were shouting, they were screaming at around 12 a.m. And next thing I knew, police vehicle were already in my apartment. They were talking, they didn't arrest anybody actually. I mean, I could not really make sense of what they were saying, but I think they were just trying them to tone it down. They were talking in German, so I did not really grasp it. So they're like, they should tone down anything. But please, whatever you do, make sure you keep quiet as soon as it's 10 p.m. And that applies to Sunday also. Number one, everything is closed on Sundays. Like stores are not open on Sundays. You hardly see cars on the road on Sundays, especially if you are living in remote areas. Although if you go to the city, you can still see some activities. People can be moving up and down. You can find some stores open. This totally depends on where you live. But normally everywhere is closed on Sundays. Nothing happens on Sundays. All they do is rest, go to church, come back to their house, have a quiet time with their friends, with their family, and that's it. That's basically it. I'm filming this on a Sunday and I'm literally the only one speaking in my streets right now. I cannot hear. If a pin should drop right now, I'm going to hear the sound. Yeah, that is how quiet it is. But I'm the one that is yapping at this time of the day. But that's totally okay. I can't even use my washing machine. Yeah, because my washing machine is loud and it is Sunday, so I have to wait until tomorrow to wash my clothes because I should have done it yesterday. But since I didn't do it yesterday, I have to wait until tomorrow. So they take their rules seriously, and you have to take it seriously also. Okay. I'm still trying to understand German's obsession with fresh air. I get it. If it is summer, I understand. We all need fresh air in summer. But why are you opening your windows when it is -8 degrees outside? I'm not joking. At least for at least 10-15 minutes in a day, you must open your windows for lufting. They call it lufting. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly, but it's lufting. You have to open your windows for fresh air to enter, no matter how cold it is. When I heard this one, I thought it was a joke because I arrived in Germany during winter. So like, it is cold now, so everywhere should be closed. No, especially in your bathroom. Like whenever you finish having your bath, you must open the window and allow fresh air to enter. And this is done to prevent molds. Yeah, I totally get it. But still, I'm still trying to understand their obsession with fresh air because you don't have to open your room window. I still understand the bathroom one, but why are you opening your room window when I'm freezing? Why are you opening the kitchen window when I'm about to freeze to death? Why? Why are you doing this to me? Why? But on a more serious note, I understand the mold part because during winter, I've forgotten the German name. Schmutzig? Let me quickly check. Mold. Schimmel. Yeah. Schimmel, yeah. This and mold is very, very bad for your health because you can start falling sick if it gets too much. If you start seeing molds in your apartment or your room, you can just tell your landlord or buy something to remove it from DMO Action. They sell stuff that remove all these molds. So yeah, the fresh air is very, very important, especially during summer. I still don't understand it during winter. I mean, it is already cold. Please don't add to it. Thanks. In my 30 years of living, I've never received much letters as I've received since I moved to this country. Every time there is a letter. There is always a letter. Letter from Rundfunk, letter from DB, letter from TK, letter from a job agency, letter from finance apps. Can't you just send me an email? What is this obsession with paperwork? It is very, very strange to me. And at first I thought it was a joke. But no, they send the paper for everything. I once sent an email to an insurance company that, oh, hello, I'm trying to cancel my insurance. I'm trying to know what's up with my account. I sent an email. They received the email. They acknowledged the email. So please, why did they tell me that they might reply with a letter? Why are you replying with a letter? If you can just reply my email. Germans, what is going on? Why are you obsessed with papers? Is paper that cheap? I mean, things are pretty cheap here, but is paper that cheap that you are sending letter instead of replying my email with an email, bro? And sometimes the letters can be scary because I don't know the content of this letter. I don't know if they're trying to increase my bill. I don't know if they are fining me for something that I did that I did not know that I did. Why are you sending me letter, bro? Just reply my email. So the night culture shock is pretty interesting. If you're a bread lover, come to Germany. Move to Germany. Don't worry, this is your heaven. This is your safe space. If you love bread, if you're obsessed with bread, just come here. Because I'm not even exaggerating when I say they have like 101 types of bread in this country. There's brötchen, there's brot. I didn't even know there's a difference between brötchen and brot until I got here. Like, why? What is it with bread? Did bread do something to you all in your past life? Why do you all love bread so much? I'm not even a bread lover. I don't really like bread. I'm not a fan of bread. But the amount of bread that I'm eating since I moved to this country, I've lost count. I've got bread for dinner, bread for breakfast, bread with soup, bread with marmalades, bread with butter, bread, different shapes, different size, different price, different types, different flavor. Bro, I entered the bread shop once and I was genuinely confused because I don't know where to start from. I don't know which is which. I don't know the sweet bread. I don't know the sour bread. I don't know the hard bread. I don't know the soft bread. I don't know the kind of bread that I even want. I was like, just give me croissant. Please, just give me croissant and let me go in because I don't understand this confusion. But the best bread I've ever eaten, I don't even know the name. I was on the farm. My boss went to the bakery and he brought like 5 different kinds of bread to the house. And I tasted this particular bread and it was the sweetest bread I've ever tasted in my life. Like, what did you put inside this bread? I'm impressed. But yeah, if you're a bread lover, just come here. See, you can eat bread morning, afternoon, and night, and there's always bread everywhere, and it is cheap. So you have nothing to worry about. Germans love their broth. They love their broth and broth chain. To be honest, I can go on and on and on with these culture shocks, but this is the last one, the language. Take a deep breath. The language is hard, though. The language is hard, though. And please, why am I speaking Dutch to you? The little Dutch that I can speak, I'm speaking it to you, but you are replying me with English. This thing is very, very confusing because you meet some Germans, they will speak English to you. You'll be like, speaks to English? I mean, do you speak English? They'll be like, nah. Then they will reply with the best English you've ever heard. Why do you guys do this? You can speak this language, so why are you stressing me? You can say I'm struggling with the Dutch language. I mean, I'm speaking the one I can speak. So why are you stressing me? Why not just let us speak English? I know you can speak English. I know you can speak very good English, but you don't just want to speak it. Why? Why? As if that is not enough. You will speak Dutch to some people, they will reply with English. Can you stay in one place? Do you want me to speak Dutch or English, please? Just tell me, which one do you want? Dutch or English? Which one do you want? You can meet a German on the road and tell them to direct you to a place. You'll be like, oh, hallo, Entschuldigung, sprichst du English bitte? Oh, nein. Okay, kannst du, me and my cans do against the world. Like, can you show me where this place is? Oh, that's totally fine. If you go straight down, then you turn left, then bro, you just said you don't speak English. What is this that you're speaking? And the language is so important, like to navigate life here because all the letters that I mentioned previously, they come in German. You hardly see a letter in English. Everything is in German. If you want to rent an apartment, you have to try to speak German at least. I remember when I was looking for an apartment last year, I had to call my friend. She lives here. She has been here for a very long time to call the landlord on my behalf because whenever I say speak to English, nah, they will hang up on me. And I don't know. And that was last year. I mean, I can still speak a little bit Dutch now. I can book appointments now. I can buy tickets at the train station now. But before, I could not speak jack shit, bro. And it was very, very tough. And I was frustrated for a long time, especially with the apartment owners. Most of these people are old, especially where I live. They are old and they hardly speak English. So I had to find a way to speak Dutch with them so I could get an apartment. Where I live currently, I'm lucky because my landlord speaks English to an extent. Yeah, to an extent she speaks English. Even though the first time we met, she was like, oh, I didn't really speak good English. But don't worry, just speak the one you can speak. I'm going to understand you. And I'm sure you can speak good English. You're just trying to stress me out. Why do they do this? So those are my biggest culture shocks in Germany. Some made me cry, some frustrated me, some made me angry, some of them were just so funny to me and they were so strange to me. I mean, they are culture shocks for a reason. And I could honestly make a part 2 of this video because there is so much more. I'm not even talking about the recycling. I'm not talking about the speed at the cashiers. Like, there's a lot to talk about, but I don't want to bore you guys. So if you want a part 2, just let me know and I'm going to upload a part 2 of this video. So if you've lived in Germany, if you've ever visited Germany, if you're a German, because some Germans even experience culture shocks in their own country. I mean, I've heard some of them say that. So let me know the culture shock you experienced here in Germany. You don't even have to live here. You can just like visit. Thank you guys for watching this video up to this point. I really appreciate it. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel for more life in Germany content and skincare content sometimes. And I'll see you in my next video. Thank you so much. Ciao. Auf Wiedersehen. Tschüss.